Hello everyone, my name is Fonian and welcome back to another episode of Genshin Impact. So, today you may notice that my webcam is a little bit different. That's because I have just moved away from my dorm and in another city and goes back to my original home, which is currently at my parents' house. So, nothing is going to be different today, though if you notice there's some weird audio echo here and there, that's maybe a little bit because this room is quite echoey. And if you notice that my webcam is a little bit weird because I have a very bright background, I'm still trying to adjust that. So bear with me, this is still new. I just arrived around yesterday and trying to sort things out here and there. So yeah, give me some time to adjust to everything. Anyway, so today we're going to continue with the final part of the quest, which is the third quest, Light Upon the Sea. This is again one of the Lantern Rite quests, which has Xiao in it.
So is the matter resolved?
Well, we took care of it, but...
Good.
Oh, are you really not going to see the main Xiao Lantern?
No. As I said, I am not partial to crowded areas, especially at this time of the year.
The main Xiao Lantern this year is Skybracer though.
Yeah, it's a super impressive looking giant deer. Let's go take a look together.
Skybracer. Huh. A Mingxiao lantern nonetheless. A fleeting creation of human hand. It means nothing to me. If this short-lived spectacle is one you wish to witness, I suggest you go to the city.
Aww. Well...
Oh, he really won't go. Unless... let's go find the boss. She might have a few tricks up her sleeve.
Sounds like you and Xiao took care of business again.
Yeah?
Word certainly got around. The news even reached us here.
And yet another year's Lantern Rite will soon be over, and he still won't go and take a look.
All these long years, and I've never seen him attend the Lantern Rite. I'd go as far as to say it'd be easier bringing the festival to him than the other way around.
Bring the festival to him.
I don't know what they're trying to think here.
Yeah, if Zhao won't go to the Lantern Rite, then let's bring the Lantern Rite to him.
What?
Sorry, surely you realize I was joking. How would you bring the Lantern Rite to him exactly?
When we were in the city checking out the festivities, we learned how to make Xiao lanterns. We even found a food stall serving local delicacies. So much tasty food! So many pretty Xiao lanterns! Not to mention, what else? Oh, the bygone heroes! His old friends! Aren't those the heart and soul of the Lantern Rite?
You're not wrong, but where would we settle that up?
Now that you mention it, I wonder... We need enough space to set up our own stall. There might just be enough room below the inn.
Wow.
Hey, let's take a look and choose a space. I believe I know the kind of stall you're after. There should be a few styles we can reference. Let me think. Here's not too bad. And it's safely away from all the foot traffic. Fitting choice. We've got ourselves a nice spot. Now we need to build a proper stall. I've thought about it, and I believe I know roughly how to go about it.
Okay.
If you'll excuse me for a moment, I'll try to figure out where to start. And voila!
Wow, that was
A little rough
fast.
around the edges, but it should serve us well. What do you think?
I mean, I think you've missed your true calling. Such expert carpentry.
It's no big deal. Just a little bit of DIY that I picked up years ago. I've forgotten most of it, actually. Well, we can check the stall off our to-do list. It looks quite festive decorated with that Xiao lantern, wouldn't you say?
You know how to make Xiao lanterns too?
Well, yes, but in my generation, it's just the norm for everyone who grew up in Liyue. Anyway, speaking of festivities, no celebration is complete without a feast. Do you know what you would like on the menu?
Almond tofu, that's for sure. We've made it for Xiao before.
Oh, and grilled tigerfish.
Almond tofu and grilled tigerfish. What an interesting combination of flavors. I'll have a word with Smiley Yan Xiao. He should be able to rustle those up in no time. Luckily, the inn's pantry contains all the necessary ingredients. Oh, it's about time to summon our honored guest. Could you fetch him? The food should be ready by the time you come down.
I mean, it isn't exactly a lantern, right? If there's only like one stall here, you need like some lanterns for the starter. Alright, Xiao, are you going to...
What now?
We'd like to come to Lantern Night with us.
We've had the talk about crowded places. Do not make me repeat myself. Best you go alone.
Well, I didn't say you have to go to Lea Harbor.
What is that supposed to mean?
You wouldn't go to the festival, so we brought the festival to you.
You brought the festival to me?
Okay, so there's a bunch of delicious snacks just laid out below the inn, and a bunch of Xiao lanterns, and there's practically no one else around to have to worry about.
Ah, I see. There's even almond tofu and grilled tiger fish.
Better hurry up, or the food's gonna go cold. Come on down.
Oh, he is going to go down. Oh. Well, this is interesting. Now, if only we had Zhongli here.
Ta-da! Your very own miniature Lantern Rite Festival! Well, if it doesn't look mouth-watering.
So this is what you meant by bringing the festival to me? Is there no end to the peculiarities of human behavior?
Who said we are human?
Does it serve any grander purpose?
Well, I mean, this way you can take part in Lantern Rite. Nah, he doesn't want to take part. Lantern Rite is meant to include everyone.
Is that so? Human motives defy my attempts to fathom them.
Less fathoming, more eating! Come on, dig in before it gets cold! Okay, Paimon's gonna concentrate on eating now.
Oh, we have a date with Xiao!
Now that we're done with the most important part of the celebration, we should be heading out to see the Ming Xiao Lantern.
I thought he said that he doesn't want to go.
You may take your leave. There's nothing for me over there.
Oh, the second option is intriguing. Oh, Vigilant Yaksha, please escort us safely to the city.
Yeah, the Ming Xiao Lantern may not be your thing, but surely there's no harm in taking a walk with us. The road from here to Liyue Harbor is long and full of dangers. We need someone to ensure our safety. Nobody says you have to enter the city. You can just see us off at the outskirts.
So be it. I shall accept your proposal.
Ah.
There you go. All right, time to hit the road.
Well, apparently we successfully persuade him. Okay, immediately go there.
This is as far as I will go. Please see yourselves into the city.
Never mind, he can see it from here.
You are obviously one of the heroes this festival is all about. Why don't you want to get involved?
I detest the rabble. No cares in the world. So peaceful, so joyful. They are nothing like me. Too long have I spent slaughtering, accompanied by the burden of suffering that follows in its wake. Crossing paths with all those jubilant people will only make me... That's all I have to say. Farewell.
Oh, are you sure you don't want to go with us? Come on, Xiao.
Are you really so enamored with such trivial amusements?
What do you think?
Hey, this is a legitimate festival, not some trivial amusement.
Legitimate. Enough. Go watch your lanterns. But stay vigilant. Keep your eyes open for any menace. If you find yourself in trouble, speak my name.
Sure you'll make it into the city in time to come to the rescue?
Anywhere, anytime.
Oh,
Whether yours or Liyue's, I hear all cries for help, all prayers for peace, and all the wishes carried by the lanterns.
I should probably change the time to night. I mean, it'll be like... Oh, actually, it's very close to night anyway. Alright. Yeah, now it's more festive. I was actually pretty curious, what are the other Adeptiles going to do here? I mean, obviously we won't see the 3 animal Adeptiles, right? We won't see them in the city, but what about Kanyu and Madame Ping? Okay, Madame Ping, we did see her in the festival, but what about Kanyu? And what about the chasing? We haven't even seen any of the characters so far, except for Xiao. In fact, we even like see a Mondstadian characters in this quest. Come on, Mihoyo, what are you doing? This is going to be sick. Okay, let it loads a little bit, let it loads, and then... here we go. Yeah, how did they do that though? Oh my god, that's beautiful. And it can move! Isn't that beautiful? Oh, is that a small smile I see? I mean, we've kind of seen that. We kind of seen that cinematic in the trailer before. It's a trailer for the Lantern Rite Festival. Anyway. Wow, that was actually pretty short. Are we not having like any epilogue with Xiao? Is that it? Oh, and the lantern is now gone. But how do they create the lantern that can run and kind of like glow? Okay, glowing part I understand, but how can they create a lantern that is moving? That is incredible. Alright guys, so yeah, apparently it is basically like the end of the Xiao's quest, and I've been doing like several hours just running around, you know, like a headless chicken, completing this like little quests here and there, and one of them is this, which is called like the Illumi screen, and there's like 3 parts of them. Basically, you start the quest by rotating these lamps, and then you find the locations on the map right there. So I did complete all 3 of them, and now this thing finally can be unlocked. So let's just go ahead and open them, shall we? Alright, come on. Oh my lord. Yeah, that's a lot of artifacts. That's a lot of artifacts. And one last thing. Oh, we got a messenger. Nice. Okay, so that's the Illumi screen. Kinda satisfying ending, I would say. But as for the Lantern Knight itself, there's not really anything else that I can do. There's still this Lantern Knight Tales. I think I have like one more. Yeah, one more, and then after that it's actually completely done. With the exception, of course, of the Theater Mechanicus at its highest level. But I still have to make the decision on which character should I take. Alright, I made my choice, done my research, and I think I'm going to take Xiangling, because my main composition right now is using Xiangling, but I think it is worth it to get her to Constellation 2. So let's just go ahead and send to her. There you go.
If you lie on the grass, you...
There you go, Xiangling Constellation 2. And already invited. There you go. Okay, let's open Xiangling, and there it is. Oil meets fire, which is like an explosion every time she deals like the last attack. Okay, so we are going to play Theater Mechanicus, and here it is. Okay. Yeah, let's play around. So, for those of you who are like doesn't play Genshin Impact and you just watch my videos to see what it is all about. So, basically, Theater Mechanicus is a tower defense game. Now, you have these towers. You have these towers over here that you can use, and then whenever you win like a stage or like finish a stage, you will get this in-game currency, and this currency can be used to upgrade your towers so they are like more powerful. This is going to be important if you want to win at the higher difficulty. Basically, you earn points by doing these challenges. So every time you complete a stage, you get like 60 points. So from every and each of these like points that you do, these objectives that you do in the game, depending on what difficulty you choose, the points that you will get at that stage will be multiplied by the difficulty. For example, in this I choose difficulty 5, so my points will be multiplied by 1.8, so I get like an extra 80% of that currency. Before we begin, we're going to start with the hero selection, of course. Your characters here cannot actually like damage the enemies as they walk, but they can trigger an elemental reactions and they can still hit enemies. So there are several things that you can do with that, which is something that I will do later. But right now, this composition is what I am great at. Because this composition, with the exception of Ganyu, also like just rely on 4-star characters. Now each of them has like different things, different like specialties. I choose Sucrose here because she is good at pushing enemies. So if you push enemies off the ledge and they fall down, then they just instantly died. But unfortunately, like not a lot of enemies that you can deal with. Ganyu and Barbara is just for freezing effects, because if you freeze enemies, they cannot move. So that will give the towers more chance to attack the enemies. And the Ningguang is just for breaking some shields, especially some Geo shield, which is something that is quite important when you have the Metachurros with like the rock shield. You can play this in co-op, but I'm an antisocial. I don't play in co-ops, and I don't even have friends inside Genshin Impact. So no, I'm just going to play it solo, and that's going to be it. So you have timer that ticking on the top. So when that timer hits 0, you will need to face the enemies. Now you can build the towers from like this predetermined space right here. There's like a lot of towers that you can build right now, but my current build is right now just constructing this cryo and then two hydro towers, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much my build over there. Now to reinforce this build, I usually use, okay, let's see where enemies will be coming from. Enemies will be coming from there and that portal, so that's great. And I think I'm going to place a pyro tower over here so that I have an extra damage to kick in. So with that being said, I can just fast forward and just end the cooldown. Okay, and from this point on, enemies will spawn from that portal over there, and they're trying to go to that blue portal over there. So your job is to take them all out before they reach the portal. So what I like to do right now is just basically apply this like cryo with Ganyu, and then whenever they hit that, they're going to trigger an elemental reaction immediately, and that's going to take out most of them, so that's good. Yeah, unfortunately these cryo slimes will not though, but unfortunately we have this composition that deals with pyro really well, so I don't need to be worried about them. Right? And there you go. This first wave should not be that hard though. So every time you like defeat an enemy, you will get like some points. You will see that on the left below the text, no more than 0 out of 20. And that point can be used to spend and build more towers. Now you can only build up to maximum of 14 towers, though there are like bonuses that you can get that will increase the amount, but that's pretty much it. Okay, there you go. So at the end of each wave, you will have this bonus choices that you can do, and I think I'm going to choose the cryo mechanic, I guess. But I can do this. Nah, I think I'm going to pick the cryo. The next wave is going to be pyro related though, so let's do that. Okay, we'll see where the enemies will be coming from this wave, and nope, not from there yet. So we can just fortify this location. So I usually build like an electro here, but I think for this one I'm going to build like a another cryo and hydro over here. So when you upgrade your towers get like an additional abilities. The reason that hydro and cryo is good because first they kind of freeze enemies, and the second one is that hydro throws bubbles at your enemies, and when your enemies are hit by bubbles, some of you who have encountered the what is it called again? I forgot. The basically those like mages who are like love to throw bubbles at you and then you get trapped by those bubbles. Yeah, those bubbles can stop enemies and basically trap them in the bubbles that they cannot move, and that will leave them very vulnerable to be attacked by another towers. So that's why I said like it's quite great. This guy is pretty close to there. I do not like that.
Absorption test.
Sir, move back, sir.
Absorption test.
Yeah, there you go. That's actually quite scary. There you go. Okay, let's pick another bonus. So Fickle is bad. Fickle is basically you have like a great stats over here, but you also have like a down stats, and this down stats can usually be suck. It kind of like disables your towers and something like that. So the next one will be Pyro and Hydro. So I think going to increase the Cryo over there. And there you go. Cryo attack plus 75%, which is great. Man, this guy is supposed to be more tanky than the last time. But I think we're pretty much done with this wave anyway, so that's good. Okay, there's also like a fearless stats, and by the way, you can only choose one of these stats, bonus stats, so choose wisely. Fearless is basically a bonus thing that you can get, but it's actually quite challenging. This time it's going to summon like a frost lava churls, and this can actually mess around with your tower placement. It can leave a lot of people to sneak around. Yeah, let's choose this Hydro Mechanic. That actually costs a lot of this Beneficus point. So I think I'm going to reinforce my right side over here and add the let's add a cryo tower here perhaps, and another hydro tower here. So all right, so I still have points, so let's add. Okay, so whenever I actually like reinforce my back and front with hydro and cryo, I put the center with this electro so that it will deal like an explosive damage that will help deal with some of the shields, because the shields usually get damaged a lot by those things. And I'm just going to place this tandem mine just for safety, and I think we're pretty much good. So let's begin. Right, okay, hydro. Oh, actually that's hydro. All right, it's not a big deal. Yeah, all these meta churls though, it's just going to be like a big deal because they cannot be stunned, they cannot be stopped, they cannot be pushed aside. So, Barbara, freeze them. Yeah, this is why I said I use Barbara, because just to freeze them and basically stop them. And actually, you can push enemies off the ledge as well, which is. Can I actually push you off the ledge? Yeah, I can. It's not entirely necessary though, but I mean this is only useful for like the early stage where your towers are not that powerful, but right now it's just it's just funny, alright. Okay, Pyro and Ruin Guard, Ruin Hunter. That's not a problem with this one because I can just freeze them. One stone height lava churls, not really worth it really. Let's give my cryo mechanic more range, just so that we can freeze them from afar. And this is the 5th wave. Okay, so I think I want to add more hydro here. One more hydro tower should be good. So on most waves, this can actually stop enemies dead in their tracks. You don't need to do anything else, basically. Yeah, let's build another electro tower here. Electro is good because they can strike like up to 3 enemies at the same time. So that's why. Should I put like a pyro here? Maybe? Now this guy will not move anywhere because he is just frozen all the time. Poor guy, poor guy. Actually no, I'm not going to feel bad for them. Okay, let's help break this guy's shield. There you go. And this yeah, this ruin what is it the name again? Ruin Hunter? Yeah, Ruin Hunter will not going to move anywhere. These guys will just going to get freeze over here. Oh my god, I love Barbara. Okay, let's see if I can hit this right. There you go. Now, normally he will just go down and basically like sit on the ground, but he's going to wake up. right? Yeah, okay, there you go. He just immediately wakes up, so that only gives you like a very little time left. So it's just better to just destroy them and like freeze them dead there. Okay, should I go with this? I don't know though. This is like, okay, this is a pretty tough one though. I think hydromechanic attack. Yeah, we have like 1,800 points left, not spent. There you go. I got 700 out of that. Good. So we did get the points, right? And that point can be used to upgrade our towers again. So I think I'm going to upgrade my primary towers first, which is the water and the frost. So upgrade that. So now at level 7. Oh, level 7 it's actually maxed out. Okay, maybe I need to wait tomorrow then. Upgrade this as well. So the reason that you want to play more of this like Theater Mechanicus is to complete these objectives. And these objectives are going to give you this, which is a peace talisman that can be used to buy stuffs. So in this case, I cleared the stage difficulty 5 with 630 points, so that's great. Now I can use this to buy stuff, but I'm going to save up. Do I want to buy this Crown of Insight though? Not really. As I said before, not really.